It was just after 8 a.m. when Malik, a barefoot boy with a torn shirt and dusty shorts, stood outside the hospital. He hadn't eaten since the previous morning, but hunger wasn't his concern. For 3 days, he'd lingered near the entrance, watching, waiting. Something was wrong inside those glass doors, and no one believed him. Nurses passed by, families wept, and security shooed him away, but Malik stayed, unnoticed, invisible. Then he saw him, Dalton Graves, the millionaire whose name dominated the city's skyline. Polished suit, leather briefcase, a man who owned half the downtown developments. He'd come to sign discharge papers, his face relaxed, unaware of the danger he was about to walk away from. Malik didn't think. He ran, feet slapping the polished floor. "Don't enter the hospital," he shouted, voice cracking with desperation. Graves turned, startled, then chuckled, a dismissive laugh, the kind rich men give to children they think are confused. "I've just been inside," Graves said, barely pausing. "It's all taken care of." "No, sir, wait." Malik's voice broke. "They're lying. She's not okay. It's not safe." Security moved in, a guard grabbing for Malik's arm. "That's enough, kid." But Malik twisted free. "I heard them by the supply room. They said she's not stable. They lied on her chart. They stopped her medicine because it's expensive. They said just give her fluids, he'll never know." Graves froze. His smile faded. "What are you talking about?" he asked, his tone sharp now. Malik pointed at the hospital doors, hand trembling. "She's not ready to leave. If you take her home, she might not wake up tomorrow." "Who are you?" Graves demanded. "My mom used to clean here," Malik whispered. "She got fired for saying the same thing. They're clearing people out too soon." Graves' eyes flicked to the hospital entrance. Inside was Ms. Edith, his former housekeeper, the woman who'd raised his daughter after his wife's death. He'd signed her discharge papers himself, trusting the doctor's word that she was stable. Too busy to visit her, he believed everything was fine. Malik's words hit hard. "She didn't eat last night. She threw up twice. They just want the bed empty for the weekend." Graves' chest tightened. He was a man of numbers, not emotions, but Malik's eyes weren't wild. They were clear, terrified. That fear shook him. Without a word, Graves turned and strode back through the doors, past reception, up to the 5th floor. Nurses froze when they saw him. A doctor hurried over, stammering, "Mr. Graves, we just finalized. Show me Edith." Graves cut in, voice like steel. They pulled back the curtain. Edith lay pale, her breathing shallow, lips dry. Above her hung a bag of fluids, nothing else. No antibiotics, no nutrition, no heart monitor. Just enough to claim she was alive. "Who cleared her?" Graves asked coldly. The doctor fumbled. "She met the base criteria for transfer." Graves' eyes narrowed. "She can't even sit up." No one answered. He pulled out his phone, dialed a private number, and said, "Shut it down. Everything." Then he sat by Edith's bed, holding her hand for the first time in months. He stayed for 6 hours, canceling every meeting, silencing his phone, watching her frail chest rise and fall. Downstairs, Malik waited by a planter outside. Security had told him to leave, but he stayed, not asking for food or attention, just waiting. When Graves emerged hours later, his posture was different, softer, like a man who'd faced a storm and felt its weight. He walked straight to Malik. "You were right," he said quietly. "I should have listened the first time. I'm sorry, not just for laughing, but for being one of the people who walked past you without seeing." Malik looked up, unsure. "Is she okay?" "She will be," Graves said. "Thanks to you." A long silence followed. Then Graves asked, "Do you have someone waiting for you? A parent?" Malik's gaze dropped. "No, sir. My mom died last year. She used to clean here. I've been figuring it out. You live on the streets? Not really. Just nowhere. Graves exhaled, looking at this thin, shoeless boy who'd risked everything for a stranger. He pulled out his phone. I'm not sending you away, he said. I'm calling someone who can help, but only if you're okay with it. If not, I'll stay until we figure something out. That's a promise. 30 minutes later, Ms. Rhonda Alston, a trusted social worker, arrived. She knelt beside Malik, her voice gentle, asking if he'd come to a safe place for the night. Malik hesitated, but Graves crouched down. She's good, and I'll check on you myself. I promise. That was enough. Malik nodded. In the days that followed, Graves uncovered the hospital's rot. An internal review revealed elderly patients discharged too soon, fudge paperwork, and staff pressure to cut care for profit. Graves didn't just expose it. He bought the hospital, not to develop it, but to reform it. He named the new fund the Edith Foundation, in honor of the woman who'd raised his daughter. Malik never returned to the streets. He started at a children's home, but Graves visited weekly, then daily. 3 months later, adoption papers were signed. On Malik's first morning in his new home, he found clean shoes, a blue backpack with his name stitched on it, and Graves at the table with scrambled eggs and toast. You okay? Graves asked. Malik nodded. I'm not used to this. That's okay, Graves said. Neither was I. They sat in silence until Malik asked, Why'd you come back that day? Why'd you believe me? Graves looked at him. Because no one else saw what I saw in your face. Not panic, not trouble, just truth. He paused, and I'd ignored truth too long. Later that year, Malik stood beside Graves at the hospital's new ward opening. Cameras flashed, reporters asked questions, but Malik's hand stayed tight in Graves'. When asked what changed the heart of one of the city's coldest businessmen, Graves answered, a boy who had nothing but still knew what was worth saving.